This is Operation Firestorm. So this was a first for VNSAWC. We had a mission planning cell to actually plan out our mission and our route, take a look at threats and all that good stuff or whatever. So if this goes off well, I think we end up running this kind of mission again. And this one, hell, we can run this one again in the future. Maybe just change up a little couple things, but so far everybody's in, ready to brief.
You bet.
All right. All right, let's roll. All right, so here's our sit rep. All right, satellite imagery has showcased Lafarge Cement Factory with heavily increased military activity on and around the facility. While not completely out of the ordinary, the increase in activity has piqued NATO interest to further investigations. Human intelligence has confirmed the facility is also being used to distribute arms to local rebel militias operating in the region. In addition, in addition to conventional arms, specific areas of the facility have been confirmed in the storage of blood and nerve agents. We believe are being distributed to these militias, and chemical attack on NATO assets is imminent. USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group has been tasked to strike the facility, specifically to destroy the chemical weapons storage containers and disrupt the distribution of conventional and chemical weapons in the area. All right, so here's our area of operations. All right, so what I'm going to do a little bit different than before is I'll talk about the brief area operations, and the flight leads will brief specifically their parts. Right, so just doing this, looking at this photo right here, if you look over here to the southwest, all right, our point of origin will be from the Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group out here in the Mediterranean. And this flight route will take us up just south of Incirlik, heading into Turkish airspace here at Waypoint 2. Some assets that we have available in the area, we have Magic 1-1, which is our AWACS, and then we also have Arco 6-1, who is our MPRS tanker. Okay, so far waypoints 1, 2, and 3 are the same for both strike and seed flights. But then there is a split at waypoint 3 with dual penetration control points. And these PCPs, right, basically mark where if you proceed past this area, you're now crossing into Syrian territory. Okay. So seed is going to be the first flight off the boat. Right. So Barbie, if you want to just kind of explain here real quick what you got going on with your route to the south.
Sure. So once we hit waypoint 3 and everyone's on station, Seed's going to enter through waypoint 4. We're going to fly along the river, using the river as cover to shield us from the SA threats to the southwest and the southeast of the target area. I think from waypoint 5 we will come off the river, head to waypoint 6 will be our IP, and then waypoint 7 is actually a primary target. Do you want to explain what that target is for everyone?
Yeah, we'll go over what that target is here. Well, actually, we'll just a second. Basically, we'll do it now. So, seed primary target is an IADS defense system node, right? So basically, located at a small facility in Talsaman, this controls the IADS network in the area. Okay. And basically, what Seed's initial plan to do is to knock out that IADS nodes to disrupt communication transfer in the northeastern area, or actually north of the northwest area, right, of the IAD data center. So Seed will be doing that, and then Strike will be doing their thing. So Strike, go over your route and your points.
Let me just touch on a couple of things before Strike takes over. Sorry, so
Okay.
see, we're doing from waypoint 4, we're going to try and maintain. So from waypoint 4 as we enter in, it's going to be a 5-second spread. We're going to be kind of in trail, just maintain 400, lock 400 knots indicated as we're flying along the river. So that way we've got like a 5-second spacing as we cross waypoint 5 and waypoint 6. And we should have a 5-second spacing by the time we hit the primary, our initial strike target at waypoint 7. Do I need to go over that with any more details? Anyone got any questions about that?
I got it.
Got it. Cool. I'll go over it a bit more detail when we're in the jets and we're on the way out there. How we'll conduct that strike between 6 and 7, and then afterwards we're going to come off. We're going to be loaded with one Mark 83 squid.
Mm-hmm.
183 on the center line, and we're going to have 2 harms. So then we're going to come back up, and then if we fail 7, we're still going to be doing suppression of the enemy defenses at 6, 7, and 8.
Sweet.
Clear off to the north. All right, strike, your turn.
All right. There are some small differences from the planning. If you take a look at Gaziantep, right? Gaziantep on the blue side houses a robust Hawk launcher system. So it is a surface-to-air missile system for the blue side, just in case. And now the Hawk batteries are okay. Highly maneuvering targets. It's basically, I'd say an SA2 is probably more of a threat than a Hawk launcher, right? But it is something. If you have to use it, I would say use it as a kind of fly over it in its envelope somewhere between like 10 and 15,000 or something like that. Probably higher than that. It's probably not going to be as effective. As far as the waypoints for strike for 6, 7, and 8, right? So some differences. Seed and strike now both share the same waypoint 8, and we'll show that here in the next slide. Well, actually, we'll show it here in a few slides. All right. So our
Flip it back one page. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably going to change with the planning. But I made it so it's a little bit easier for you to do target allocation. It'll happen via the knee board. So I'll show that here in a second. All right. Anything else? Any last minutes before I move on from this?
You have intel like pictures of the actual waypoint 7 for seed, just the target layout and what we're hitting at the target layout. I've seen pictures, but is there something particular on that location we want to hit?
Yes, there is, and
All right.
yes, there are slides for that. Okay. All right, so this is just taking a look at what the in-mission scenario is going to look like, right? Start time is 06:15 local in the morning, right? Sunset's not going to be applicable. It should be daylight hours the whole entire mission. We're looking at a mission time, transit, departure, all this kind of stuff. We're looking at an hour and 30 minutes. Our vol time, our vulnerability time, we're looking at roughly 30 minutes of in-country time for the initial seed strike, opening up the air defenses, and strike actually dropping weapons on the targets. One thing to take note of is that our intel says that once the nodes are hit, right, that the blackout coverage for the IAD system is going to be roughly 7 minutes for them to bring it back online. Okay, so if we hit the facility, right, the IADs, the SAMs, and everything attached to that network is going to roughly be out of service for 7 minutes. And then once they come back online, they will be operating independently of the network, right? So they haven't been destroyed, right? They're still there, but you have a window of opportunity for strike to get in there and hit the facility targets while the direct SAM's network is out of service, right, in that window. All right, the weather right now, the wind is 360 at 5 knots. On the ceiling, there's a few layers out there, right? We're broken at 18, broken at 28, a few clouds at around 40,000. However, the visibility is unrestricted, and the altimeter is 3015. All right, launching from Mother, event 100 is going to be a case 1 departure with a case 1 arrival. Right, the weather should not change drastically to change the case recovery. One thing I did forget to put on here, we have a bullseye. Bullseye is waypoint 3. Bullseye is waypoint 3, right? So Magic will be making his bra calls from Bullseye waypoint 3. All right, threats in the area, right? There's SAM threats is high, right? If you've seen like on the previous slide, SAM threats everywhere in Syria. They've got a robust IADS network there. All right, but we're basically looking to try and thread the needle. Okay, likelihood of AAA is medium, right? Especially around Lafarge, the cement factory, and there is light AAA at the seed target area in Talsaman at waypoint 7. All right, air-to-air threat, medium. Okay, what we know that Syria has ready on standby is going to be aircraft in the form of 4th gen, right, with IR and semi-active air-to-air missile capability. All right, there are multiple bases to the south. More than likely, if any air-to-air is encountered, it will more than likely be from the southwest of our area of operations. Okay, so now getting into some of the specifics. All right, this is SEED primary objective, right? The integrated air defense compound. All right, what we're hitting specifically to give us the blackout time, all right, is this target area right here. All right, waypoint 7 is directly over the top of one of the nodes for the IAD system, right? This is where all the information gets processed and it gets sent out by these 2 antennas that are on the field. Okay, but we want to destroy the facility, not just the antennas. Well, actually, we'll worry about the antennas at another time. We just want to destroy the processing facility, right? This node has to go out. That target has to be destroyed. All right. As you see, right, this is SEED roughly proceeding inbound from the west off of the pre-planned route. And then the egress is going to take them to the northwest back up towards the cement factory. All right. These threats are present in the area. These are ZU-57s. They're more like artillery pieces, right? Not real high rate of fire, but they do fire large shells. If you are hit by one of these things, it is going to cause some damage. Right? These 2 pieces here and here are Shilkas. They are radar guided AAA, right? Not as large caliber, but have a high rate of fire. Very dangerous below probably about 5,000 feet. These guys over here can probably reach out and touch you a little bit higher, but again, slow moving, slow traversing. Anything that's maneuvering will fuck up with their firing solution. if you're paying attention. All right, here's a close-up of the seed target overview. All right, so this is our primary target, the UHF communications relay. And then just to the south of that is the VHF communications relay. All right, it's advised that flight leads determine who will attack what. And remember that the wind is blowing from north to south. All right, this is Strike's primary target. This is a cement factory. All right, and here's a breakdown of how the waypoints are situated now. This is a change from before. Okay. We're looking at this, right? We left steer point 5, which was the IP. Right, steer point 6. This marks where the the SA-15 is located in this battery here, almost directly north. Right, waypoint 7 is the target area. Okay, waypoint 8 comes back over here. This is where the SA-2 is located. Again, this waypoint 8 belongs to Seed and Strike. Just for reference.
Have the
have
the primary targets changed, or is it just those? Because on the earlier briefing that we did, we had like 3 or 4 sets of buildings on waypoint 7.
Yep, they're all the same, and I'll explain how you'll get them. There's multiple AAA sites set up here. All right, the AAA is probably going to be pretty thick. It's going to be the heaviest here in this area. Radar guided backup SA-8 located again around the cement factory. All right. This is a Strike target allocation. Okay, so on the knee boards, on the Strike knee boards, what we got going on, DMPI. All right, DMPI stands for desired mean point of impact. Okay, it's your weapons, what you want your bomb to hit on the ground. Okay, and what you can see is DMPI 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6 and 7, and then 8 is this area right here, right at 8, DMPI 8. Okay, that is the area where they're giving conventional weapons to the militias, and they're taking them from this area, and they're hightailing it out there into Syria and terrorizing everybody. Okay, we want to try and target this if possible. If not, it's okay. Right, for mission's sake, right, for the sake of completing mission parameters, 5 of these 8 targets must be destroyed. So it doesn't matter what combination of 5, just 5 of them have to be done. On the knee boards for Strike, right, these target coordinates are on the knee boards in this order. Right, they're labeled as such on the knee board as well. So flight lead, all you have to do is decide who is going to take which DMPI via the knee board, and then those coordinates will correspond with these targets. Does that make sense?
Raj.
Mm-hmm. All right. Instead of having a waypoint for each of these, and the same thing, we're not going to have any targeting pods, and the targeting pods are going to be pretty useless if you're trying to stay out of any kind of danger from the ground, because there is a significant cloud layer out there.
Plus, we need an extra AMRAM just in case.
True. All right. So here we are. We're looking at loadouts, right? This was the pre-planned loadout that we were talking about. Seeds taken 2 bags. They got a single Mark 83 center line, 2 harms underneath the wings, 2 9Xs on the wing tips, with 2 AIM-120 Charlies on the fuse. If you'd like to change that, flight lead, it's up to you what you want to do. If you want to use that, or if you want to change it, flight lead discretion.
I think that'll work.
Roger. All right, strike loadout. Strike each aircraft 4 1,000-pound GBU 32s, JDAMs, right? 2 AIM 120 Charlies, 2 AIM 9Xs, and a single centerline fuel tank underneath the belly. All right, loadout, flight lead discretion. All right, that pretty much concludes the brief. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Any questions?
Did we?
Tell me they're not.
Go ahead, Junk.
I was just going to say, tell me they're not serving Fosters in the bar afterwards.
No Fosters in the bar. But I'm glad that you brought that up. I'm glad that you brought that up, right? Because I was about to skip it, and this is probably one of the most important parts. All right, seed, right? Your flight's first off the boat, first into the area. Okay. After you are complete striking your target, your execution check is code Inferno. It is on your knee board. Okay. You will report Inferno on button 5.
Oh yeah, okay. Wait, first of all, the kneeboard's already loaded in the jet with the mission, or
Correct.
they are
Correct. Seed flight has their kneeboards in the mission already.
Copy.
Okay. That will be on button 5. Okay. Strike. When strike is complete with the strike and you are on the egress, your execution check is Miller time.
Hey, firm.
Not Foster time.
Whoa, what a segue. I like it.
Right? I told you. Crazy.
Love it.
And I think Miller time actually, I don't know, don't quote me. I feel like Miller time is pretty common
I hear
for
it.
basically saying like it's the end of the mission, or like
That's what my podcast
over or
say.
done.
Index, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So so yeah.
What's the general comm plan? So is that on the kneeboards as well? What's preset? What's the boat? What's the
Yeah.
AWACS? Yep.
All that stuff is on the presets. So let's see. I could probably, if you give me a second, let me see. Well, I'm going to bring up a stream again here quick.
Copy.
Strike Bravo 1, flight over 3, FA18, that waypoint 2, checking in as Bragg, heading to the tank car, flight center switch, flight 20.
Coming back, Squid. I think I saw you load up there.
Yeah, I'm starting up again.
Farmer 1-1 is off the boat. See you trying to rejoin.
idea what my mid-stop was.
Say last.
I've no idea why my mid-stop working.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. How are you doing on time? I think you had the most constraint today. IRL time.
Yeah, all good, mate. Got about 2.5.
Raj, we'll try to make this quick. If you can't land, we'll call it, we'll sim that part.
Copy that.
Dozer 1-1 on your left, looking to overtake. Copy. Lead on the left. Farmer 1-1. Farmer 1-1, come in.
Dozer 1, Papa 1, on 3 settle.
Copy, standby. Alright, Dozer flight pushing forward waypoint 1 with 3 in tow, or 2 in tow.
Pop copies all, we're just rejoining with the tanker now, we're waiting for your arrival.
Copy. Alright, we're gonna push up the speed, looking for 350 in the box, and we'll start the pull.
20, yeah, about 20 for rocket.
Stay low for the overtake, and I'll form up on 2 once you guys are saddled.
1, copy all. 2, you are first on the hose. I'll take next. 3, you're after me.
Copy all.
Alright, looks like the tanker's leveling out. He should be flying around 280. Looking for the rejoin here. Flight of 3 for Dozer, linked up with the tanker. Approaching now for the refuel. Should be on our way shortly.
Number 1, go.
Alright, 1, moving to pre-contact.
Contact. You're taking fuel. Ready, pre-contact. Cleared contact. Contact. You're taking fuel.
Approaching west anchor.
1, copy.
Transfer complete. Disconnect. Return pre-contact.
One, request left hose.
Copy, standby. Fell out of the basket. Just gonna get the last little bit here.
Contact.
Alright, good for left hose.
You're taking fuel.
3, left hose.
Arco 6-1. Springfield 1-3. Request rejoin. Springfield 1-3. Arco 6-1. Proceed to pre-contact at 22,000 at 280. Transfer complete. Disconnect.
Hopefully it doesn't kick you off the left hose there. Stand by. Transfer complete. Coming out to rendezvous.
Ready pre-contact. Cleared contact.
Visual 2. Lead on the left here.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
Green plugged and receiving.
Say again, 2.
Settle.
Gotcha.
I think it's just me and I have to.
Yeah, we might have to work on your mic after this. I actually have an idea of what it might be, but it might be kind of hard to fix while we're flying, so we'll pick that up later.
Return pre-contact. Contact. You're taking fuel.
How's Seed going?
Seed is waiting for us. But we should be off the tanker here shortly and should be able to link up and proceed into the mission.
Transfer complete. Disconnect.
We are a little far and wide behind the rendezvous.
1, flight of 3, we're gonna head towards Arco. We need to top up. We're at 8.0.
A-firm, we just got off the tanker. We are turning inbound for waypoint 3. Farmer Flight, did you copy that bra call from the AWACS?
Negative. Strike Bubble 1, IP, turn it in.
Copy all. Scanning for threats. Latest brawl call was 220 from Bullseye for 100.
Bubble 1, copies. 22 miles from target.
Farmer flight did not get the bra relayed. They're not seeing anything on their radars either, but they're IP inbound.
Copy, what can you do?
Fuck, I don't know. Strike flight, we're gonna move towards waypoint 3, bullseye, looking for these targets. Switch to air to air.
Call Magic and ask him for a bogey dope.
Magic 1-1. Springfield 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Strike from 1T, rail, second.
Yep, tally 1, MiG-29. Yep, tally 1, or 64 miles. Gotta keep moving left, gotta stay out of the range of the SA-5s over here, SA-2s.
Green copy.
Needles.
3, Mud Spike. 3, Mud Spike, SA2, 11 o'clock.
Yep, keep coming left, hard pull left, hard pull left.
Coming left.
Come on, this goes away, defending AAA.
Latest bra call 211 for 70. MiG at Angels 30 coming up behind you guys. We've got them tallied up. Trying to get out of range of SA2.
Two's got that bogey. 168. 3.
Just from 1, secondary target destroyed, primary still active. Attacks continuing.
Bra 209 for 50 at 30,000 on that bogey. Be advised on that. We're gonna start moving inbound for the IP. Keeping tally on it.
Copy, copy.
It's closer to you than it is for us. Lost tally on it. Gonna try to get back to it and fire.
There's a from, we got SA on the MiGs.
2, do you still have that MiG tallied up? We're gonna start turning inbound for waypoint 5.
I'm gonna copy, so.
We're gonna start turning inbound for waypoint 5, hitting that IP, try to get this this window.
Copy. 3 copies.
Yeah, 2 copies. Bogeys 151, 44, and 31 hot.
Copy all, tally bandit. If you got a shot, take it. I've got it tallied up as well.
Informal 1-3 is radar contact. Bogey's bearing approximately 1-3 for 44 miles, Angels 31 hot.
Copy tally.
Spike,
MiG 20.
Switching it air.
Getting spiked.
1-2 spike.
Keep turning towards it.
It's now 30 miles close to no top.
Fire when able. Fox 3 out, Fox 3 out.
Fox 3.
Bomber 1, Inferno.
Fox 3 defending.
Bandit is defending. I don't know if he's a company or if he's a single. He's a defending hot.
Copy. I'm off. Cold.
10 miles, Fox 3. Splash, there's a splash.
Splash on Bandit. Looking for number 2 if able. Or if found, not telling.
1-3 is coming out cold to the northeast.
Copy, come out northeast. Staying cold 2, where you at?
Yeah, it's just got cold.
Alright, dude, are we pressing, what are we doing? We pressing targets?
Yep. We're gonna press waypoint 5. We gotta drop these bombs, get them off.
1-3.
Farmer confirm status.
Stand by.
One, two, IP inbound, 10 seconds.
1-3, turning inbound. Weapons hot.
One inbound 220, 11 miles from target. Three seconds to drop. Pickle 1, pickle 2, pickle 3. Alright, when you come off, go east. When you go come off, go east for the rejoin north of the waypoint 5.
Dozer, Hub 1, it looks like you've got about 6 minutes of playtime before that IAD comes back online.
Copy all. We just dropped 3 on the target, waiting for more confirmation.
1-2 heading east.
1-3's got 1 minute on the timer to zone.
Copy all. Alright, make your way towards waypoint 9 after you drop on that 3. To proceed to waypoint 9.
Okay.
1-3 in zone.
Roger.
3, say pickle.
1, how do you hear me now?
Got you now.
Okay, 3 was paveway times 2. I still got 2 on the rack. I'm asymmetric, trying to handle everything, and got 1 more run inbound.
Dozer, farmer.
Go for dozer.
SAM site's active.
SAM site is active, so get I would say get out of there, get high. How do you hear 3?
Loud and clear, how many?
Got you loud and clear. Did you hear the last call on the SAM side back out there?
Affirmative, I'm not picking up the SAM at this time. I'm gonna try and make my one last run.
Copy.
I'm heading northbound at 22,000.
Got you on data link.
Dozer, farmer, we're turning back in for harms. How are you going with your targets?
1-2's gonna spin it to regional.
We got 7 off the rails. We've got 3 making another pass inbound. He's not getting picked up on SAM radar at this time. However, I can have him egress if you are going in with harms.
Copy, continue your attack. We're gonna turn the nose on and see if anything lights us up.
Copy all. Continue your attack 3. Farmer is coming back in with some harms. He's not getting picked up either.
Copy that.
Tuesday state.
6.2.
Copy. We got a little bit of fuel to play with. We're gonna have to touch that tanker to go home.
Okay.
3. I'm seeing you on SA. You're right behind the seed guys. If they're not picking up anything, I would definitely continue pressing.
Farmer's spot
Say again last.
Farmer's spiked by an SA2. There's a launch.
Harm out. Harm is out.
Bomber 1-1 defending SA2.
Farmer is defending right now.
Copy, 1-3 turning inbound. $23,000. State 6.9.
That's like SA2.
Say again 2.
That's like SA2.
Magic 1-1. Springfield 1-1. Request picture.
1, I'm coming up underneath your ridge line on your right.
Copy all. Turning back to the north just slightly to stay out of this range.
1 spiked SA2, 10 o'clock.
Seed, how you looking on those harms? You got 1 missile off. Did it splash?
Divide.
Target faded. $40 seconds to zone.
40 seconds to last bomb drop. Mud Spike, SA2.
Seconds to drop.
Magic 1-1. Springfield 1-1. Request picture.
Hey boy.
Final bomb is off. Still getting spiked by that SA2. Did you take out that SA-15?
I'm engaging SA2.
Mud Spike, SA2,
Level 1, 2 is
4
down.
o'clock.
Copy. Egress. Say last.
There's a bomber 1, 2 shot down at the SA2 site. Sea flight is egressing north.
Copy. Seed Flight is reporting a SA2 kill egressing to the north. You're still getting spiked?
That's a negative. 1-3 is clear.
Copy. We are all egressing to the north. Got you on SA. Angels 37 for me +1. Picking up a third. I'm at Angels.
Yeah, Roger. Bomber 1's visual on you guys. We're just turning back in and have another look at that SA2. How's your status? Did you get all your bombs up?
We've got one bomb left. I can drop it on a pre-designated target such as the SA-15 or the SA2 site if it is unclear.
A 1-3 is in position to take the SA-15 off of the pre-planned correction off the waypoint target. I'm just going to drop that last one. Request release.
Request approved. Go ahead. Weapons hot. We're dropping one more bomb on the SA-15. We got one more to spare if we need to drop it on the SA-2 site.
Looks like the SA2 has been knocked out. We're not getting anything down here.
Copy. We got one more bomb inbound for that SA-15. Then we are holding at the north of the IP.
1-3 paveway SA-15.
Paveway SA-15. Copy. Egress to the northeast.
1-3 egress northeast.
Two, I'm dropping altitude a little bit just to give us a little bit of airspeed.
Good. Safe fuel state.
Fuel state 6.5 for lead does. Choose stay state.
Sorry. Bomber's low state 4.5.
1-3 state 6.1.
Copy. You can find us at Angels 32, turn in for waypoint 9. Did you program a mission complete or mission incomplete message?
I did. Supposed to get a message.
I've got one more bomb left and enough fuel. I can take another stab at it if you're confident that there's a message.
Yeah, I may have double dropped on something. If you can, get rid of that last bomb and see what happens.
Copy. 2, proceed to egress. Go ahead and touch that tanker. You need some fuel to get back home. Dozer is reporting an incomplete on the mission. I am turning back in. I've got enough fuel and one more bomb. We'll be dropping here shortly.
Roger, Farmer 1 copies all. We're currently Winchester, let's say, BCE, RTB.
Copy, go ahead. Three, which one do you think you double dropped on? You had, go through your targets again. You have 5, 7, and 8?
Yeah, 5, 7, 8. I put 2 coordinates in on 7. Singles on 5 and 8.
Copy, I'll drop on 8.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, like I said, I just don't know which one. I don't know what got hit and whatnot.
Lee requested to Sterling IRL is in effect.
Copy all, yeah. RTB to Insulik. Three, if you want to stay loitering. How much? What's your fuel state?
3 sitting at 5.7.
Copy. Go ahead and touch that tanker. You're gonna run out of fuel as well.
Copy, inbound to the tanker.
Dozer for Farmer. We got one RTB to Instralick, and we got one going to touch the tanker as well for egress. I'm 5 minutes out from the final drop on the ball.
Farmer 1 copies all. We're out to the tanker as well. We need to top up. Good luck on your one.
Thanks.
What this up? Strike Papa 1, flight 2, checking out for ARCO, flight go button 20.
Lead 3, pushing button 20 for the tanker.
Copy all. See you on 20.
Argo 6-1, Dozer 1-3, single F-18, approximately 15 miles to your stern, 29,000, inbound trick or treat for 3.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
PIO!
Yep, I had it too.
Return free contact. Contact.
Nope.
Oh, shit. Alright, moving back in.
One 3, 10.0.
Copy.
complete. Disconnect.
Dozer 1-1 moving to rendezvous. Got your visual coming over.
Roger, take me to bed or lose me forever.
Alright. Form up on the right. Combat.
1-3 moving.
Sorry, I need to step on the gas a little bit. Alright, start pulling a little right. Need to make sure we're kind of on course here.
Okay, I'm gonna cross over the top.
Gotcha.
Alright, 323 is established and then bolted pattern again.
Right, 323, currently the path is yours. Go ahead, flight it to 3000.
Paddles 423.
Go paddles.
Hey, we got a lead change just for the recovery portion. We're flighted to. Hey, say your state.
State 7.7.
Low state 6.9. We're approaching point 2.
423 has the lead.
Hey, firm.
423, your signal is Charlie.
423, Charlie. We're going to stay fairly fast just because we're going to leave the stack here after this turn.
Copy.
If you need a little space, all good. The BRC is 177. We're going to roll out on heading 350. Alright, go ahead and dump your fuel.
Three, paddles has one scope.
423.
Fuel dumping. State
323, a little left to line up your wrong glide slope, 3/4 of a mile.
Alright, we're turning inbound.
323, Hornet ball, 4.9.
Roger ball. Son of a gun.
Pulling power for 350 knots. Looking for 800 feet on the deck.
Alright, 323, climb to 600 feet and turn to downwind, which is 357.
Pulling.
323.
421, happy with the 3 mile initial, continue with your break, you have 1 Hornet in the pattern on the downwind.
423 flight, visual, interval on site. Alright, we're going to be 10 seconds, 10-second on the break. Secure the dump.
Dump secured.
Four two three's kissing off. Neon.
Alright, 323, let's go again. That last approach is pretty good. Spitfire, there's a little bit of wind that's
Just
going to
enough.
push you to the left, I think. Paper.
Here flaps in transit.
On scope, on centerline, on glide slope, that's 3/4 mile, ball to ball. 323, right ball, 4.4. Roger ball. Trap, welcome aboard. Green deck. One paddle set you up to 90.
423.
Roger, 423.
Hornet ball, squid, 4.4.
Roger ball.
2, turn to base.
One, continue. Squid on the ball, you're a little high, you're on center line, looking good. Nice try, welcome aboard. 2-1. One paddles has you on scope. You're on glide slope. Going a little high, 3/4 mile, full ball.
Hornet ball.
Roger ball. Little right for liner. Trap, welcome aboard to
What a flight.
That was
What?
pretty crazy.
That was an epic trip. How time did we start this? 10. It's 2. That's
Yeah, it's a long time. It's a long time.
that's 3 tanks, man. It's like the most tanking I've done in the Hornet in the last 6 months.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time around, I think we grabbed 4,000. I think we'll be right. But those will be up here pretty soon. We just grabbed 4,000. And by the time you guys got up there, I'm like, oh, we're gonna be thirsty before we get going.
Yeah, we had a lot of trouble getting off the deck.
What happened?
Well, how much time do you have?
I'm already in trouble.
SRS issues or what?
All of the above. So we had SRS issues with me and Junk. Got those squared away. Squid took off and crashed, like physically.
Oh, bummer.
And then
That sounds like a story.
yeah, I'm excited to hear that story. And then my jet was like glitching into the like carrier and shit, so I had to re-up, cold start again. And then
Was that you that took it, that burnt right off the deck there at the very beginning?
no, that
Was that
Squid.
you? Okay. I was like, what the heck? It's like a cat launch right from from the hangar. It was crazy, right off the elevator.
Oh, that. No, I don't know.
It wasn't as funny as it looked. I'll tell you, goddammit.
Professional unity.
Yeah. So I mean, Squid and I had to restart twice. Junk was cruising, but yeah, it took a while to get us off the deck.
He is right. His mic is quiet on SRS for some reason.
Yeah, I need to see if I can help him troubleshoot that next time I fly with him.
Must be going through a different mic or something.
Yeah, it's got to be a
It's
mic
fine.
input.
Yeah.
Yeah, or something. But it sounds fine on mids, so I don't know. Well, fine-ish.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. So
You got something coming, Barbie, when you talk on mids too, eh? There's like some background. It's not like radio jabber or anything, but there's something like a hiss in the background. Maybe that's the way it's programmed in. I don't know.
I wonder.
I don't know, man. This shit was all extra fucked up. Like, I couldn't hear nothing fucking on mids. Like, it sounded just like straight static. Like he was 700 miles away.
That's what Barbie.
And then,
Hmm.
really?
Yeah.
Was it just Barbie Warrior? Did I sound like that too, or no?
No, I could hear you fine. It was just Barbie.
Maybe me and Junkyard are in the wrong country.
that's what I was gonna say. I think it's an Australian thing.
Yeah.
That's a common denominator right there.
Yeah.
It's probably that
Government
Windows thing, man.
freaking Waves out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. I mean, like, it's what happens when if you don't fly often, like, it's almost like when you get to fly, even though we joke about the planes not needing maintenance, like DCS always needs us to do maintenance. So you know what I mean? You don't get to find out anything until you fly or till you try and fix something, you know what I mean? And find out that it's broke. So
Yeah, and that's always when we have, I mean, I've been busy the last couple of weeks, but if we could fly a little bit more regularly, these things would be ironed out before we go
Right.
doing a big mission tonight.
right. So that happens. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, so we were on the deck for so long, just like trying to like get shit fucking figured out, all this kind of stuff. Like you said, Cobalt glitched out. He had to restart, come back to the server. I'm sitting there in the middle of the deck, and then fucking Junkyard, he just fucking takes off, and and he's like, where's Cobalt? He's like, he's airborne, and I was like, no. I was like, you didn't see him disappear on the deck? Oh, I thought he took off. Like, what the fuck? No, you didn't. But whatever. And so for me, I was sitting on the deck, and Cobalt was like, hey, just take off. And he was like, he said, now you'll carrier catch me over the top of Mother. So I'm like, all right. So I didn't check anything. I took off the fucking cat, and the nose immediately off the lip just started going straight up, right? And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Inject trim.
Yep. Well, actually, what it was, I had full fucking deflection. I was trimmed out. I had 18 in the stabs, right? Because I was offsetting for the weight. Well, the problem was my goddamn flaps were up. So when I fold and unfold my wings, I always put the flaps up, because when the wings are trying to fold and the flaps are deflected, it takes the wings longer to open and close versus when they're flat. So I didn't realize that I still had them flat, and then I launched off the carrier, and the aircraft just basically nosed over. So I went straight into the drink, and I was hoping to God that nobody was watching, but it sounds like everybody was watching.
I was like trying to get on the cat, and I just see this like plane like fall flat into the water. It wasn't even a nosedive; it was just like a body slam.
Yep.
Belly flop.
We might have to go to the mission track for that one.
Yeah.
No.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
No, it happens. It happens.
It was so at that point I was like, all right, I'm like fuming at this point, because the whole reason, well, half of the reason why this whole thing started is because I fucked up and put statics on the rear elevators, not realizing like, we're almost gonna have a full deck of people on the aircraft carrier. So like my flight was delayed to even spawn in until people started moving.
Yeah, I noticed someone moved. Yeah, that's always, and that everyone, as soon as your jets are lined, you got to get it out of the spawn points.
Yeah.
There's just no. Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's either sometimes DCS just won't let you spawn in an empty spot for whatever reason. So yeah, everyone's got to, and it's hard with the Hornet because there's so much admin to do in the start.
Yeah. So it was just like, this just shit was going crazy, like from top to bottom on the boat shenanigans, like before we even fucking left. Very frustrating. But eventually it started to get ironed out and stuff like that. Man, lot of stuff going on. Okay. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that on the radio. So I cheated, and I was listening to the coordination on button 5 to hear what was going on, and I heard Barbie say at one point that I think he said 1-2 went down.
Yeah.
Yep. Trying to do the fucking pre-brief on the harm, couldn't get it to fucking work.
Same.
So I was like fiddle fucking with it, and ended up. I was like 7 miles from the SA2, and then I was like, oh, there's a mud spike. Oh, there's a launch. And I was like, well, this is going to end badly.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
We're probably going slow. Yeah, so I was surprised at the speed that the site came back on, or wondering if we actually completed our... I flew back to double check to make sure that our buildings were destroyed. They were.
I checked it on the F10 map, and it was destroyed. But
that's where our section falls apart. If you want to look at the attack view of the flights, I can go through them if you want, Squid.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we know all this shit. This is just...
Yeah. Case on departure. We had a bit of a delay with ours, so we did attack in rendezvous in front of the boat, 25 miles, and we flew out. Obviously, went and got gas, and just hung out like on max conserve. Kind of flying a race track towards waypoint 4, in and out.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy though. Max conserve was still burning a fuckload of gas.
A lot of drag.
Yeah.
A lot of drag.
Yeah.
A lot of drag.
Yeah.
We were burning like almost or at least I was burning like, I think it was like 4,400 pounds a side at like Mach 0.6.
What the hell was that?
That's AM120?
Who's
somebody
Did I drop an AIM-120?
It looks like it.
That's
No.
what
You did it
Good.
off there.
What
Oh,
the
wow.
hell?
Guess
that
you
might be a
didn't need that.
attack view problem.
Yeah, could be.
Pretty sure you had a few missiles on you. So not bad with the tanking, for the most part. I think once you got settled in there and got that throttle active, it looked a bit easier for you.
Well, it's not even the throttle. It's like pitch. Like, so I'll be at like neutral pitch, be going in and like make a minor adjustment, and then it just like instant
Yeah,
oscillation.
yeah.
Bounce all over the place. Yep, I'm getting the same fucking thing
Yeah,
on
same.
mine.
Yeah, and I can't figure it out. Like, I've never had that issue before. It's got to be.
I wonder if it has
the
to do
flight
with the.
model.
Yeah, they changed the flight model for a higher like AOA and stuff. I wonder if I don't know, kind of messes with that shit.
Yeah, could have. Could have. So I see you guys are on your inbound run. You followed the river like to the T.
For the most part, I think we cut the corner here.
Fucking RV. Well, I
They
didn't.
followed the river. I cut the corner horribly.
Yeah, you did.
I lost you there for a little bit, and then I was like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So that's why we cut right there.
The data link was coming in and out.
Yeah, it was in and out.
I can't remember why I did that. I was just kind of surprised that I was there. Jeez.
Did you guys get painted at all while you were down there?
We didn't, because you have
No.
that little ridge line between us and the.
Yep. So you guys, I mean, it was good that you followed the river or whatever, right? But you probably, as long as you were below that elevation and low level, like SA2 sucks at low level. So you guys being low level like that was good. He would have never pinged you. All right.
Benign and smooth, to be honest. Just wanted to be above, I think, 7,000 feet, but it still took some AAA.
Yeah, you did.
Ooh.
Got hit.
Yeah, very first one, huh? I heard you say that you were maneuvering
Yeah.
for it. All right. So you got your bomb off.
Yeah. I was just like, screw it.
No, you're good. You didn't get hit. Got your bomb off. All
I
right.
was fast and I was high. I wouldn't expect them to hit me.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
surprised they reached out as high as they did. Must have done the
Right
math.
on.
But we weren't sure if we'd hit it, so I turned back to go have a look.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
And this is where we fell apart right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there was an
'Cause-
air engagement up there, so yeah. So it got eyes on it, come back around. And then you guys had like an air-to-air engagement up there, but we weren't going to be able to get to it in time. Maybe we could have. I don't know. I just needed to know that those buildings were destroyed.
Yeah. I mean, we should have taken care of the. I mean, we did, right? But with you guys, with your position and everything, it was kind of better on us to take out the bogey.
And then I wasn't sure. Then you said you were getting mud from SA2. I'm like, okay.
And then this is where I'll rejoin with RV.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely down there because you're not getting shot at it.
I think we're just getting painted at that point.
Oh, there they go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened.
That's
Yep.
what fucking happened.
The 15s.
Motherfucker.
Dang. Which one did it get though? The
GBUs.
Mine?
Yeah, I know, but like which target is what I'm wondering. Because when I dropped back on 8, to be honest, I should have dropped a different one instead of 8. But whatever one, we didn't get a mission complete. So. Yeah, I mean you dropped yours pretty low too. I don't see if they shot at ours.
Let's see. Where are you at? There's Warrior RV.
I'm already egressed.
I tell you, man.
I know I'm not the best flight lead. You don't have to tell me. I was trying my hardest. There's a lot of shit to manage.
There was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff going on. You was hanging in there, man. Like it was good. Definitely there were some items. This was when we were talking about like, or no, I think this was when I was like, that was after I think I cut the corner for the rejoin. Yeah, because the problem was like everything that you were doing. One, like I could, you had plans, but what you were doing every single time was you were enacting on those plans, and then you were describing to us what you were doing, right? So now, granted, Junk was with you, right? Because he was in your ass the whole entire time, right? But for me, because I came off the deck late. I was trying to like do my pre-planned and like all this shit. Like I'm like way behind.
Drowning.
So when yes, you know what I mean? So like when you're in the middle of doing your action and then you're telling us after you've already made that action, like you see how the cascade starts,
Yeah.
right? And in the jets, because like everything is like so like it only takes like a couple seconds for like things to happen, all of those seconds add up, right? And so like I just end up staying behind. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna try and like catch up all the time or whatever, because I'm just behind where they're at the whole time until we got to this holding point. And I was like, all right, cool, maybe now I can cut the corner, because I was like, I need to be somewhere close, because when we start going inbound for the drop, I don't want to be so far out of sync with everybody. And it kind of ended up happening anyway because the MiG was inbound.
Yeah, the MiG kind of interrupted it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were staying in this orbit for a while, but we were just opposite circles. And I was hoping that you would catch back up before we had to go in, and then the MiG kind of destroyed that anyway, so...
Yeah, that
Yeah, so
MiG was really interestingly timed. Like really, I think just as we get our bombs, is that when you get your air engagement?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
so the MiG, let's see, the MiG was inbound.
So we're on the clock.
I mean, look,
right? There's a 7-minute clock here, isn't it? Roughly.
so let's see, if you guys hit it, let's say it's 7 minutes, right? The MiG's already in the air. MiG's been in the air.
Yeah.
There's the first drop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, roughly there. But the MiG's already in the air. So he's trying to figure out what's happening. So you guys had finished your drop, but the MiG is proceeding inbound. And as they're coming inbound, it's literally like right as the time we were supposed to be dropping or inbound for dropping, the MiG is just fucking all over the place on us. So it looks like he launched on Cobalt.
I heard that. It was good comms on the defense.
Oh,
That was close.
Gotta get those chaff out there, dude.
that was close. But it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't tracking, or maybe it was. Jesus Christ!
Not
It
close
was
enough.
tracking.
What's the distance if you pick it?
Not
Just
close
for shits and
enough.
giggles. Not close enough. 810 feet.
Yep,
Oh, wow.
Not close enough, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Play it forward a little bit.
It's lucky that
Oh shit! 400 feet.
No.
Oh.
It was
yeah,
close
it's in
enough.
front. It's in front.
400 feet. Yeah.
I
That's
bet
the
it-
apex.
Yeah, I think 300 feet you would have been toast. So you missed it by 150 feet.
Not close enough. Let's go.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see who got the MiG. What happened? What
I
happened?
think Junk
Because
had
it was tracking, but that's what I think he was defending.
Yeah,
I think Junk had the first missile out on him.
Yeah, we launched freaking 3 at him. I think we all 3 launched at him. We wanted to make sure that thing was dead.
Me and Junk both put 2 in the air, and then yeah, you launched 1 as well. Which one got him?
Oh, Cobalt's is coming from behind.
Got the most energy on it.
Yeah, Cobalt. Yeah, Cobalt was the last launch. Did it get him?
Nice.
Yep, Cobalt.
Mine was close enough.
Yep, you got him. You got
must
his
have had
ass.
just a cunt hair of extra energy on it because it comes from the back.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Light the
I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
that
I was the
was
closest one, right? So I don't know if it burned.
Yeah, you were you launched the latest and were the closest, I think. Yeah, so got his ass.
It's close.
All right.
Fucking 120 was going for his fuel tank.
Yeah. So let's see. So Junkyard was inbound, so he's well inside. He got his off.
Oh,
Boom. It's fucking up all of them.
yeah. But we got some targets, so we would have missed it twice anyways then.
Well, let's see. Well, how many did he get? It got. Oh, I guess it only got one. Oh no, it got two. He fucking busted all four of them off.
No, it only got one.
Oh, only got one, huh?
That's the second one out of the sortie, though, isn't it?
Huh?
Was that the second one out of all the launches that we did, all the drops, or was that just one? I guess we've been rewinding.
That was four from from junk.
It's four from Junkyard. Yeah, they're all from Junkyard. So one got shot, three got through.
Looks like it.
Okay. Then these are all Cobalts. Looks like no launches on those.
Oh,
maybe.
It
did.
Got one.
Yep. Yep. Right at the last minute, got one. Okay. Here comes old lazy ass squid. My third bomb would not come off the fucking rail.
There's three they knocked out.
Yeah.
Dang.
And I don't understand. Well, I'm gonna see what happened. So here's the thing about this mission, right? Is that the buildings that are down there in Lafarge or whatever. Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Yep, and that bitch is back up. Yeah, because those are SA2s. Yeah.
The harms came eventually. Did the harms get it?
I think so. There's a Magnum. There's a Magnum. There's two Magnums.
Yeah. I was like fighting with it. Like, come off, damn it.
Third one.
Yeah, I couldn't get mine to come off.
These three didn't hit it because I had to come in on the last run, and I launched another one. I thought, well, fucking says it got, or did it get the radar? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a radar.
Looks like it's dead.
That's weird because when I came in the second time, I would have swore I was getting tracked because I launched on a track, right? But maybe it was launched after. That's why.
Possibly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's super dead now.
Yeah, the only thing I wish we'd have done is the air-to-air component really turning back to get eyes on the target to make sure we'd killed it.
Yeah.
Was where we kind of broke down. I think that was the initial point that we broke down. And then the MiG was like another factor, which is good, right? Like that happens, that's good. And then what we should have done, it's so time sensitive though, was kind of re-establish ourselves before we tried to do the harm, the harms just in case. It was definitely on the clock, right? So.
Mm-hmm. So are we able to tell, like, when the 6-minute timer elapses, like when we did that first strike, to see? Because I mean, really, they would have all been down, right, until that 6 minutes. That's how it works. Good. Like if we did, if the speed strike struck the IAD's control center, the SAMs wouldn't launch for 6 minutes.
Well,
right?
the SA2 wouldn't be. The SA15 will. So,
Exactly. The SA2, the SA2, yeah, the SA2 is part of the network. The mobile SAM is not. The mobile functions on its own.
So that makes sense. We must have hit it because you guys are well within the WES on the
Yeah.
SA2, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
And there's only the 15 was doing it.
Yep.
Yes, I think it was the first part of the mission was successful.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There was no way for us to there's no way for us to, unless you guys were able to hit the SA-15, right? Or just kind of take it out of commission. There was no way that I think that we would have got it through there. I think at the end, like Cobalt's last bomb, I think it was more than likely probably out of missiles. But I was hoping that you guys would change your loadout. I was hoping that Seed would change their loadout. Now I'll tell you, here's some things that happened that wasn't counting on. Obviously, all the boat shit wasn't counting on that,
Nope.
right? So the extra refueling, like that was obviously not planned. You guys hit the target. The one thing that did happen, which I don't know why it did, maybe something up in the triggers. There was actually supposed to be 2 MiGs, but only one showed up. So, but it is random. There's MiGs, and then there's I think MiG 23s that can randomly spawn. You don't know which one it's going to be that shows up. So the MiGs definitely threw a wrench in there as we were doing the attack. But what I was hoping was that instead of taking
83.
Nah, the 83 was necessary for the low altitude strike. What I was hoping is that you guys would switch off of the harms to decoys. And the reason being is because what was your mission?
Suppression.
Like okay, so you did the strike, right? That was a portion, right, to give us the window. But after that, right, what is it that you're supposed to do?
Seed suppression.
Seed suppression, right? Suppression, keyword suppression, right? The only thing we need you to do is keep giving us the window, right? So if you guys are able to launch decoys after that, one, you're pulling missiles off the rail of whatever's down there, and 2, that helps extend the window. If your mission was deed, then all right, hey, let's bring all the blow up stuff, right? Maybe 1 harm and maybe 3 decoys could have been good.
Yep.
Or 6 decoys a piece, right? Probably would have been good. And then after that, right, if we just can't get it fucking done, right, then the mission's a scrub, right? And we just can't work it, right? We've exhausted fuel, everybody's fucking Winchester, then like, all right, cool, we call it. Right? But with the harms, right? What does a harm do to an SA-15 that's got missiles in it?
I mean,
Nothing.
Yeah.
Unless you swarm it, you know what I'm saying?
It'll shoot at it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's gonna it's gonna shoot at it, right? I mean, if at some point there was like, all right, hey, like you said, when you came off the target instead of the BDA or whatever, right?